Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I got shot earlier by Marty.
Shot.
Yeah, that happened.
I'm a doctor.
I know.
Where to go?
I hurt his feelings. I called him a TikTok gangster.
Yo, Creed, think the 35 months.
Yeah, but he called me a 40-year-old
big man, big man.
So, you know, that was my comeback.
Okay, I'm gonna. I have a question. If,
and he shot at me beforehand too. So I mean, he deserved it. Sorry, Mickey, go.
Gentlemen, we
Hey guys,
also,
if you're speaking over there, please keep it down.
Brief side note: if we ever get into twatter beef, I say that we always keep twatter beef on twatter. We are never that group that starts shooting over twatter. For instance, Marty could have easily clapped back and said that, you know, OTT is a MySpace gangster. I mean, that would have been kind of harsh against you. I'll be honest.
Well, he already shot beforehand, so the shots have already happened.
Oh.
Yeah. And then when he went to go and rob me and a cop showed up and then he stopped trying to rob me because he had a gun to my head, he took off. And then that's when I twatted out something about like, I said something about them like stealing shit or
WT.
whatever it was. And then, and then he went on Twitter and then called me an old man. Then I called him a TikTok gangster, which is something that Dex called him many years ago. And then he drove back to where I was and then shot me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am so happy that you are alive. If you need me to check up on the wound at all at any time, I am a doctor. Not a good one, but a doctor nonetheless.
So he didn't even want to shoot you, and he didn't even get to rob you. But you twatted that out that he came back and shot you.
No. So basically, what happened is we hit the laundromat. We hit it with Sly's crew. Okay, we went there. We did this whole Bugstars plan, which worked very, very well. Eugene was walked in on us while we were doing it. And then Eugene was floating around the whole time, peeking over the corner and speaking to cops. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say he snitched because I don't think he knew exactly who it was unless he heard somebody else's voice, because I was masked up and I was talking like a hillbilly, sounded nothing like me. But as soon as that finished, when we went back over to Sly's house, Marty, Forehead, and Ming were already set up in the area. So once we got there, they started shooting at us, literally. Like, we got there, all of a sudden we were getting shot at. We had no idea what was going on. We thought it was locals. Like, I legitimately thought it in front of Sly's house when we were going to deposit the dongle. So we get shot up.
At Fudge?
At Fudge.
Did you get the dongle
they followed
secured?
us there, or they were already there. Yeah, we got the dongle. It's secured.
What dongle?
It was a yellow one. It was a yellow. So we have a blue and a yellow to trade. So when we got there, they started shooting. We thought it was locals. Then his next door neighbor, Wong, and then there was another group of people. I think it was Jack and a couple of others that were standing on roofs. And then that's when I heard it was Marty, Forehead, and Ming. When I went over to check out my boys, I was still wearing the Bugstar stuff. So they had already dipped. I went home, got changed, put on my Thriller jacket. Then my head popped. I woke back up. I got in my car from here. I went back over to Fudge. When I went back to Fudge, all the boys were laid out. So they had shot down Dee Dee, Sly, I think Jason, a few people were all shot down. I was like, okay, what the fuck? I went to go put them in the car, but they told me the ambulance was on the way, so I let them be. As the ambulance was showing up, I was speaking to Wong. Then Marty drives up and sees me on the side of the road, holds me up, tells me to put my fucking hands up. I was like, Marty, like, what are you doing, man? So I put my hands up. He goes to go into my pockets. As he's doing that, now the police are showing up. The police show up. Marty stops trying to rob me, jumps into the car with Ming and Forehead, and dips. That's when I twatted out to him, like, what the fuck are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then he called me a 40-year-old, and then I called him a TikTok gangster. Within 5 minutes of that, I'm having a conversation with Wong. He drives up, and he says something to me like OT, and then bow, and he domes me. And then that was that. Hadn't seen him since. That's exactly how it happened verbatim. By the way, JP and Marty have been robbing and shooting sanitation workers nonstop. So they have a ton of heat on them right now. Like, everybody wants them.
Interesting.
I didn't retaliate. We didn't go into cars and try and hunt them. I didn't even talk like really any more shit. I just let it go because I didn't want to escalate things. I mean, I know it's already escalated, but I really want us to just stay focused on getting these dongles and getting our hands on guns.
I fucking love it. That's the priority. The
We
purple
do not
dongle
go to
number
war.
1, gun
we
number
do
2.
not go to war off this.
Yeah, agreed.
We just ignore these.
I
like,
love you for that. Yeah, this is some dumb. I agree, OTT. This is some dumb shit. And listen, I'll take care of the wound. I'll make sure it doesn't,
Thank
get
you, Coco.
infected.
W.
I'm happy you're alive.
Thank you. Good to be alive. And it's good to see all of you.
How do we?
Missed you.
What are the biggest things we need to cover in this meeting? Now that we
Okay.
have so many fucking people here.
How much people are going to be contributing a week to us? We need money. Like when I hear shit like Dragon's got $250,000 in his bank account, I almost shit my pants.
What?
Yeah, he's rich. Material rich. I will be soon too. But in the meantime, we need to start siphoning some money out of all these company members, because if they want to reap the benefits of being part of the company with our connections, the blueprints and shit we get, all this stuff, protection, a family, they need to contribute. The 4 of us cannot build all of this on our own. We've done a fantastic job to build out the infrastructure. Now it's up to them to help us continue to build it upwards.
100%
We need
agreed.
to do that.
And I think we listen, so that you guys aren't the bad guy. I think it is best if it comes from me, as in I'm the one who collect. Like, I mean, I'll give the money, to you guys or whatever, but I mean, like, have me be the one who officially collects, because also out of good faith, they know that I often, sit out of jobs and stuff.
Fair enough. I think,
And
I'm
it
down.
also, like, I think I'm, a little bit of a softer person, so let me sort of tank that unfortunate, thing.
Okay, so there's that. The other thing that we
Regional
need to discuss-
managers.
Oh yeah, regional managers. Sly, he's probably here by now, so we got to introduce the regional managers. And also, Sly was asking me exactly what his duties are, so we need to figure out exactly what we're gonna do with the managers.
Okay.
This is what I think for the regional managers. Okay, you guys want to know how we should see them? I was reading some shit about companies the other day, and I'm telling you, these regional managers, we need to treat them like project managers, man. So they will set out to lead whatever we tell them to lead. So for example,
I actually
right
kind of
now,
like project manager better. Ooh.
I do.
exactly.
That's
We
what I
got-
thought we're going for, right? So we want them to lead certain divisions, and then they relay the information back to us.
So for example, right
I wish
now,
Perez was here, man.
KJ is taking care of weed, correct? So he's the project manager at that shit, and we let him roll, do whatever he wants to do with that, correct?
Pharmaceuticals.
Correct.
And then somebody else like Perez, he wants to do moonshine. So what's the problem with just saying he's a project manager for that shit? You get what I'm saying? It can be small. It can be a combination of small things together, or one big operation that they need to focus on.
Yeah, and
correct?
as new things pop up, we can either promote new project managers, or proven project managers can bring them under their, portfolio. I fucking
Exactly.
shit. I don't know.
And then I feel like that's what they build up. So somebody like KJ obviously has proven that he can run the weed game. So if we have something bigger in the future that we want to run,
Correct. Meth.
and you want it to go in that
cocaine.
way, yeah, it should be. You guys get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I agree with.
Yeah,
I
like for example, I think somebody like Perez and even Sly are capable of doing the same thing, but in our circle at the moment, and this is like to remove CSAT bias. You guys need to see that. Okay, if you think KJ can handle the new project, he should be the man to do it. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only way. We have to vote and see.
He's
which
earned.
people are. That's what I mean, bro.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
that's what would happen, right? So if meth were to be a thing tomorrow, the 4 of us would then vote for somebody to be the project manager for it, correct? Then after that, let the guy handle it, and then they'll give us money as soon as it's profitable.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know about these assets though. Now the assets, I think today, we need to set it out and just say out exactly what projects they want to work with, correct?
Correct.
Is that something that we should propose to them, or are we going still with this whole? There's a business division, security division. What's happening with that? Because
My
we
opinion.
can't sound clueless out there.
My opinion right now is that they each run the same type of stuff, just either together or at different hours.
I think it's just that there is a small subdivision that we literally just call business, like biz dev team, and that is the only thing that is a note about biz dev team is we're clean. That's the only difference that separates us.
Okay, that's perfect then. So everybody's
Biz
under
dev
the
is-
company.
It's me, Breckers, Winter, and whoever else wants to do clean work.
Yeah,
Archie,
I like
believe,
that. I
wants to
love
as
that.
well.
I love that because it's easier to pick out who's illegal because everybody kind of wants to be illegal, and then people that are gonna run biz dev, they just have to be clean and they automatically under you.
I would expect like 3/4 are going to be, illegal.
Yeah, exactly. Correct. Okay, I think that's fine, man. I think once you're able to create the business, then that's when we'll see if who can have titles within the company and whatnot, or if we just have to keep that separate. Yeah.
I would imagine the official listed company is going to list me as CEO and Breckers as some other position, and whoever else is clean, and that's probably it.
Yeah.
It might be that we can have you out but again, this is like, that's not an ego thing. That's literally just whatever's filed in the city hall.
I mean,
just
it's
on the
smart
books.
anyway. If you're going to stay clean, right? Have you guys seen the new legislation? We need somebody clean.
No.
No, what's the new legislation? Wait, what is
You
it?
need to read up on it. It's on the.
What does it entail?
So essentially,
there's new legislation?
If you're a felon, you cannot own a business. If you're doing jobs, you need to wear the appropriate attire, or it's $1,000 fine.
What?
If you get, I think,
shit.
3
Wait, how-
strikes on
wait.
your car.
Are you telling me that's going to be traffic, fashion court, literally?
Yes, literally.
Oh my God, I'm going to be the greatest fashion lawyer ever. I'm
What
so
the
excited.
fuck is going
Yes.
on?
Well, here's the other thing.
Here, I think the 14
If
months.
your vehicle, anybody's vehicle, it's a 3-strike system. If it's caught in any type of, felony crime type shit, they are destroying your car. It's getting crushed.
Oh,
3 strikes, you're
fuck
out.
yeah,
It's
I
done.
know. I mean, that's awful, guys.
Okay.
Oh my, Mickey Sinclair, think that's fucking horrible, and I'm so upset by that.
So okay, guys. So these assets, right? Are you sure you guys want to essentially give them a gang tax?
Sorry.
can
What do you mean? What the
like-
gang tax? Are you talking about the actual
we, the weekly
quota?
thing that Otata brought
I
up,
think
yeah?
a quota is a very good idea. Me personally, I prefer that we do some sort of quota because they've been literally asking us to give us stuff, but we don't.
Okay, what's the number?
make it small.
Let's agree on the number.
It could be something small. It legitimately can be like
5K a
per
week?
5K a week. I mean, that's
5K
fucking
per week,
nothing,
done.
dude. That's literally 1 grime run or 1 hour of G6 senior buns, like 2 hours of that. It's fucking nothing.
Should we ask for an initial buy-in that's more than the 5K?
I don't think so.
No.
I think they've
No,
bought in
no.
with their efforts. But
Done.
I
I
also
think-
think
5K.
that we should, instead of cash as well, they can do the equivalent in circuit boards.
This
So
is the
one of the-
only thing, okay? This is the only thing that I see a problem with it, okay? Once again, we at some point will be the city's most hated. And we're trying to go and break that cycle, correct?
Yeah,
Right,
but I think
right.
that's going to happen regardless with me, you and
I
Ray.
know. Exactly. The 3 of us, Mickey, you need to save us.
He has
So,
been saving
that's-
us. Thank God.
Exactly. That's your first
I
task.
will. I'm going to be honest with you. I know you guys butt heads with me on some of this stuff, but if you just listen to me, sometimes on some important calls, I can make it so that the city does not hate us.
I mean, I did earlier. Remember, I said I'm willing to give you the ability to negotiate for us because I know that you want that role, and I understand that we all negotiate and we argue differently. We all go for something different, But at the end of the day, my opinion stands. If you are a board member and you want to do something, I think the rest of us should allow you to do that. And that's just my opinion, right? Especially if you're
No, I
passionate about
agree.
it.
Yeah, no, I
Like,
agree.
if I requested that I want to be like I want to do something and you guys tell me no, I mean, unless there's a really good reason for it, I'd be confused,
Okay. We've kept them waiting long enough. We have some important stuff to cover with them.
Wait.
Let's run it. Let's go.
Okay. Just remember, we need to make sure this tax thing or this contribution thing doesn't become something people weaponize against us. You know what I mean?
Agreed. And one thing, I'll work on that. One thing that I think is also really important when we're meeting with all of them, this is something I've learned because I used to not be good about this. We back each other up in front of all of them. If you have an issue with
Absolutely.
another board member,
Absolutely.
we talk
that's
about
a
it amongst ourselves. When we are with the assets and anyone else, we back each other up. And even if we strongly disagree with it, whatever we do not disrespect each other in front of the assets. We
I
handle
feel-
our shit on our own, 4 of us.
Exactly. And I
That's a
think
great thing. Yeah.
for this gang tax, I'll be honest with you, since we're the company, you can just say it's for fucking company events, bro. Fuck it.
No, this is some good
Bonding
fucking-
activities and shit. You
good
know,
tier
go to
right
a
there.
fucking
we could
picnic.
I mean we could literally tell them, dude, it's for Buttcoin so that we can get more mining racks so that we can continue to get more shit.
Fuck, or whatever.
mean,
whatever. We'll
the
see how
fuck
it
is that?
goes. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck was that in the red?
Ryan Red, is that
Sly?
Sly?
It might be Sly. It might be Sly.
It's time.
Yeah.
Do you have any food?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna need a little bit. If I'm not gonna.